Good morning, world, and all who inhabit it. My name's Noah, and welcome to Nintendo and my first impressions on week 2 of the OKKO NUKE. So we're going to be talking about the episodes You Get Me, You Are Rad, Just Be a Pebble, and Presenting Joe Cuppa. So I guess we'll start with our thoughts on You Get Me. I thought this episode was pretty good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't mediocre. It was a fine episode, but it didn't leave me off with much.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. It didn't leave much of an impression on me either. I enjoyed it. I do think that the conflict was a bit flimsy. It was about the wizard not getting who Enid was based on one interaction with her, and it kind of related to the main theme of the episode, but I feel like it could have been a little bit closer, because just with one interaction, you aren't always going to get someone. That's, obvious. So I thought that the premise of the story was a bit flimsy in that regard. Overall, I did think the episode was just fine, but there were two moments that actually stuck out for me in a really good way. The first was seeing Dendi come back, just casually helping out KO.
Funny thing, it's just the second I see Dendi again, I'm just like, aww, she's back. Yay.
She's the best.
She's already the best character, even after
she's one of my favorites. But no, my favorite scene is just this. It just cuts randomly to Dendi and Rad interacting on the rooftop. Yeah. And I really love how we get to see these characters just interact for the first time. They just throw it out there, and it really makes the show not feel so segmented, and how not all the characters are really tertiary characters like most of the SpongeBob cast is. Yeah, and I'm really glad that the show is breaking these trends off of the bat.
Breaking barriers.
We're not that far.
We'll see. Anyway, let's move on to You Are Rad. It's basically SpongeBob's Missing Identity, only a million times better. I really love this episode. It has so much going for it. Great comedy. The rap battle was amazing. See, I love the character development given to Rad, seeing how he's a lot sweeter of a guy than we originally think. I do like that even in a show that seems fairly episodic, they can still give characters a lot more depth as the show progresses. It shows that they're putting more into the show than it seems like they are on the outside.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really enjoyed this episode too. I dare say it's probably my favorite so far, just because it was executed so well. I hope that this is a final opinion and it won't change for a while, so I don't seem like someone who's saying, this is the best. No, this one's the best. Like you said before, the episode did remind me of Missing Identity, but I think that the premise itself reminded me of something that SpongeBob would do, and how it just takes this really silly concept of people thinking that KO is Rad because he has Rad's name tag, and just cranking it up to 11. I love when shows do that. That might just be the reason why I like it so much. Thumbs up on this episode. I really enjoyed it.
Definitely. And anyway, turning that thumbs up way down, well, not way down, but kind of down. Moving on to Just Be a Pebble, which I thought was I don't know what I don't like. I can't be too harsh on it. There are some good moments, but the pacing is just abysmal, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it was just a messy episode and how it was organized.
It started off really quickly, and as most episodes of shows that do that, it immediately just slows down after the really speedy beginning where they set everything up. I mean, it makes sense because this is apparently this is like the first episode in production order, so I guess the crew might still have been finding their footing, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. It was cluttered and just kind of poorly done.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. You basically took the words right out of my mouth. The only thing about the episode that I actually really enjoyed was the fight sequence where KO goes down into the sewer drain and has to fight the rat to get Mr. Gar's keys. I really liked the coloring in that scene, and my favorite part is the shot where you see the red eyes of the rat, and then it turns out, the rat has 3 eyes.
So yeah, we both thought the episode was below average, which is a shame, but every show will have their duds. Anyway, moving on to Presenting Joe Cuppa, which, yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Mostly for the coffee puns, but everything else was very solid. The new character was very entertaining, had a great personality, and of course delivered some really funny puns.
Yeah, it was weird how a lot of the humor in this episode was puns, but a lot of them were so bad they actually worked pretty well. I haven't seen a show do so bad it's good humor as well as this one did. Mm-hmm. There were a few things in the episode I didn't completely understand. Like, I know they were trying to get Joe back on his feet, But why did they try to hire him at the bodega? Why did they really think that was a good idea? Why not have him do something that he's actually used to, like have him do more comedy, give him like a gig at something and have that go wrong.
Anyway, that's our thoughts on week 2 of the OKKO Nuke. We'll be back next Friday for week 3, and then we'll be back the Friday after for week 4, and that'll be it until the next episode of any show, or until my next video in general. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Till the next video, stay tuned, see you, bye, all that stuff.